Hey, Tribute Band Central, welcome to the channel. This is Harlan. We've got another installment in my band interview series. This is the people who make the music behind the scenes, and I am honored to have two of the folks from Big Time Tributes, Cam Falk and Gary Bivona. Thank you so much for joining. And I've also got my brother, Chuck Plagman, is joining. He's kind of listening in. He's going to help me with doing some video of these guys in Orlando. If I can't make the trip, I'm certainly going to try. So, Cam and Gary, welcome to the channel. How you guys doing today?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Wonderful. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're glad you took time out. I know you guys are busy. Um, for my subscribers, I'll put a link to their website, but Big Time Tributes, you've got what, five or six different bands and different genres. And some of those are some ones that I really, really like. Tony Bennett, for example,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
I've never I haven't had the chance of having anyone who I've never heard a Tony Bennett tribute yet, so I can't wait for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up for you guys to introduce the different bands that you do and tell us all about it. How did it start? True. How did you guys meet and get this thing
Well, I'll
going?
start that. I'll start
Okay.
that. How's that? I started a Journey tribute in 2008, and I looked around town for the best musicians, and I saw him play in a band in a bar. We were really young back then, huh? So he got off stage, and I said to him, "Cam, you're mine." And I said, "You got you're mine." He's like, "Okay." And from there, we just planned and planned and planned our next move because we didn't want to play bars. We wanted to do. Listen, there was a lot of phone calls of us just hashing out so many things because we wanted to be exact. If the drummer is not supposed to play a cymbal on the first 16 measures, he's not playing. We wanted to be exact. So, and then we had this, we started with one tribute. We started with the Journey tribute. And I think your first gig was what, Vic? No, New Orleans.
New Orleans,
Yeah,
that's right.
I hired. Yeah, the Journey band was already going for like a year, and Cam was getting his master's degree. So as soon as he got done, I was like, okay, next week we're playing New Orleans.
And by the way, Gary helped me get the master's degree by participating in my thesis, which turned out to be a CD project and has his vocals, guitar, keyboards all over it.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, and he did a great job on all those tracks.
So we've done about how many tributes already? Is 18? It's 18, right?
Yep.
And but
Over the years.
yeah, I don't want to say you throw it against the walls and see what sticks, but you kind of do. We Journey obviously is our biggest one. Never Stop Believing. Yesterday was the start of our 17th year, but the Bon Jovi has been 15 years, and we really just did the Bon Jovi because it was a great opener. Hey, let's just open up with Bon Jovi 45 minutes and come out with Journey, and then it became its own entity. So it's that was the start of the rock stuff. Right?
Pretty much, yeah. Every year, since the Bon Jovi became part of Big Time Tributes, we get these annual gigs like Daytona Beach Band Shell has us do a full 2 hour Bon Jovi show and a 2 hour Journey show each summer. So it's a wonderful venue, and the sound crew is great there. So we love playing there twice a year.
But it shows you the difference, though. When we play Journey, there's 10,000 people there every year. When we play Bon Jovi, there's about 5,000 to 6,500.
So a little
It's
less
just,
demand.
I just think Journey has more hits. I think that's what it is. Like even my mom, who passed away last year at 94, she knew Journey. She didn't know any Bon Jovi. So it's a little weird. Although Bon Jovi's sold a little bit more records, they've sold probably a little bit more, but it's funny. So yeah, there's more of a crowd, but
it's been a good pair through the
Yeah,
years.
it's been a great pair.
I've seen a few other tributes that are doing multiple bands, such as let's say Journey and Foreigner, for instance. Journey and Six.
Yeah.
But the Journey Bon Jovi pair really has been working well for us.
We did it last night.
Enjoyed
It was great.
Excellent.
That's last night, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice venue in Stuart, Florida.
Cool. Cool. Well, let's talk a little bit about your musical background. So let's see, Cam, you're a bassist.
Yes, sir. Bassist, keyboardist. I do a lot of
Cello.
recording. Played cello through grade school, high school, and college. I know you're a trumpet player too. I
I
love to get together and jam sometime. But in any case, yeah, bassist primarily. That's what I enjoy performing on most.
This guy plays classical and jazz piano. So he won't
outstanding.
tell you that. I'll tell you that. I only play
Wow,
classical. I can't play jazz. He plays both. No piano players play both. You play one or the other. So he's
incredible.
some piano player.
Very
But yeah,
cool.
that's my background is mostly classical education when I was a young guy. Got turned on to jazz first and wound up playing jazz throughout my 20s with bands in the Gainesville, Florida area where I went to college, undergrad school. And then ventured down to South Florida, met this guy, and all of a sudden we were just inseparable
Partners, man.
since then.
Definitely partners. I mean, it's just
We played duos together. We played in a trio with a Motown kind of vibe. We play in a trio with Gary's brother Ron, who is just a phenomenal Frank Sinatra
Oh,
um,
20 years in
I did,
Vegas.
tribute. That's
I saw
our
that
yeah.
on
Vegas.
the website. That
Yeah,
would be a show I'd love to see
That's his
too.
brother.
he's so good. We got a gig coming up with him soon.
Cool,
I mean,
cool.
it's my history is I was tutored by a Juilliard trained Juilliard who taught at Juilliard. I was tested. I had perfect pitch. I was 14 years old, and I went into this class to go to Juilliard, but it wasn't playing. It was all ear training and learning theory, and it was one. It was every Friday. Then it became every other Friday, but it was amazing. Then she taught me, and so I'm just a classical bass guy. But from there, I picked up the guitar. I play bass. I play mandolin. I'm a nerd. I am.
Well,
I'm a
from
nerd.
the audience side, we're glad you both are because
Yeah, we both
that's
are. It's a lot of work. I mean, so the pandemic happened in 2020. So tonight I'm playing with a Led Zeppelin tribute. I love playing this because where can I play bass, all my keyboards, and mandolin, right? But I wasn't playing mandolin. So 2020, everybody's locked out, right? So I said, you know what? All right, I'm doing it. So for the next 4 or 5 months, I studied the mandolin like crazy, and I don't want to say it came easy to me, but since all my theory that I know and all of just studying it, when I went to play it, I could play it, and it's great. It's another instrument I could do. It's really awesome. I love playing the mandolin.
He's the
It's great.
perfect John Paul Jones. I
So
mean,
yes, I
with
get to play
the
three things tonight. So
keyboard,
it's good.
left hand bass on the keyboard,
So
and then he can get up and play a real bass just like nobody's business, and
outstanding.
a guitar in the Journey Bon Jovi group. So yeah, and that's the same five guys are in both of those groups.
yeah,
It's
So
incredible.
we just it's all really for me anyway about the people we're playing with. The music is great, but the people we just all get along great.
and going back to the music, I try to harp on this because it's really true. If you just know a little bit of theory, you could go miles. And people, oh, I only theory. Yeah, you kind of do. I mean,
You do.
listen to the bands we've done. We've done the Carpenters trivia. We've done the Steely Dan trivia. We've done the Chicago. Those are not easy. But when you break it down with theory and see, it makes sense. You can't do that off the street. I'm sorry. You think you can? You can't. And it helps you unbelievably. So I just wish like the teachers would start teaching that again instead of just teaching songs and you got to start teaching all the theories. So it's a big thing. If you ask me, the best musicians ever were the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. Those guys playing, those 50-piece bands, and they were amazing. And they all were versed on everything. We kind of lost that a little bit. So
A little bit, a little bit. Well,
yeah,
I get my next question is going to be a tough one.
okay.
So tell me your favorite one or two or even three songs to play. What is the song you never get tired of playing?
And
And it
it's
could be
not
in
in our tribute,
any of the
whatever it
tributes.
is. Wow. You're not gonna believe this, but I love playing the end of Layla.
Ah,
I
yeah.
love playing the end of that. I do. So every once in a while I go to
It's
that.
funny because he often goes to that in sound checks.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I just love that. There's so many of them. It's hard for me. Listen, when my mom was alive, I'd always go to the piano and play. I would always play a Barbra Streisand for her on the piano because she loved that.
Yeah.
Just. But I do love the rock. So there's this Journey song called "Still They Ride." It's the most beautiful song, and I love playing it on the piano because it's just really piano.
Very classical,
Yeah,
yeah. Very
classical,
classical.
and Steve Perry kills that song. So yeah, those are mine, and I always love to. What about you, buddy?
I love playing Stone in Love because at the end you really just the bassist gets to go off a little.
Yeah,
And Escape is one of my favorite Journey songs. Although, these are maybe what some might consider only the hardcore fan songs. But
yeah,
man, do I enjoy playing them.
yeah. But you love going to the Jocko stuff on bass too. You got like all those.
Oh, yeah.
That's so beautiful. It's Jocko.
And I love playing. I get occasionally a chance to take out my electric upright bass, and that's when we do our Sinatra gig.
Oh,
Yeah. I can't do
And I have a blast on that. So and his brother sings literally every Sinatra song, just impeccable. I mean, amazing. And so any of those songs, The Way You Look Tonight, with
oh,
him
that
playing
was
that electric upright bass.
yeah, I
Listen,
love
That's
we
that
got we
song.
got great lives.
That
We
was
have great
so it
lives.
was well, I remember it
That
so
would be an opportunity for you to sit in on trumpet.
well, I
Yes.
love that song because when in college, that song was picked up in a commercial by Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
And
I
we
remember that. Yeah.
just on my dorm floor, we would play that continually whenever we were drinking
That's a great
Michelob.
song.
So that there's some memories. So,
All
but
right.
Listen how great my life is, though. I gotta tell you. So I play a duo. When was that Wednesday night? And I played everything. Whatever they wanted to hear, I played. Right. So then Thursday we did what? All Bon Jovi.
All bunch of
Last night we did Journey and Bon Jovi, and then tonight I play Led Zeppelin. Who's doing better than me?
it doesn't
Is there anybody really? I've been blessed.
outstanding,
I've been really blessed.
outstanding.
I get up in the morning and go, yeah, what am I doing today? It's great.
It's such a privilege
It
to
is.
be able to play music for a living, and especially in today's day and age. I mean, with just
So much music.
all the cultural draws for that could attract people. We've managed to just find inroads. No matter what it is, we just try to take every gig and
We got passion.
do the best we can with
We
it.
got passion. When we play, man, we have passion. And I tell everybody, Cam moved to Georgia, so
That's right.
I know it's hard for him. It's hard for him,
Savannah.
So I said to him, listen, the first time you get into your car and start the car and you don't want to come, you're done. That means your passion's gone, right? First thing I said to you,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, man, I can't wait to get in the car. So, but unfortunately, maybe one time that will come, but right now we have passion when we play. And I really think that's why we're so busy and been doing this for a long time, so.
We love it.
Well, let's talk a little bit. I'll give you a chance because I know Cam, you do some original music.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so and you're welcome to mention that if are you I'll put any links. Are you on like Apple Music and all the streaming
Well,
sites?
I've posted a bunch of videos of me doing some solo piano stuff or keyboard stuff at my website, which is camfalk.com.
Okay,
I also have a Bandcamp page that features projects that I've done with other folks, other musicians. Gary's featured on several of these
great.
cuts on Bandcamp. And that would just be campfalk.bandcamp.com. But that's pretty much the entire library of
And
original
it's so
stuff
many albums.
that I've done. And it's a variety. Like there's 5 full solo CDs and
Great.
many singles that just projects that have been sometimes remotely recorded I'm working on a current project that's going to be 10 songs, God willing. I'm on my third now of this particular long-term project, but it started during COVID, and I just started doing some cursory research on different cultures and how they handle adversity, in different cultures, certain philosophies that they tend to live by
Mhm.
that help people get through just unforeseen circumstances, imperfections of everyday life without really, becoming without resignation, without despair. How do you stay peaceful, content, and productive through some type of adversity like COVID? And I found 10 international philosophies, and I'm writing a track for each one of those 10 philosophies.
Amazing.
Excellent, excellent.
Amazing. He
Well, I will
doesn't
put.
sleep. He doesn't. That's what it is. He doesn't sleep. He gets 2 days off, and he'll come back to the next gig. What'd you do today? I rested. What'd you do? Oh, I wrote 3 songs. I'm like, you
Well, I
don't
will put
sleep.
links in the comments for your website and links to your music sites so that my listeners can find you. And
Absolutely.
I will. I too will spend some time. I'll download some of that music and listen. I like hearing original music too.
Well,
And
thank you very much for
yeah.
even just giving me the opportunity to talk about it.
Oh, no problem. No problem. So let's go ahead and plug some of your upcoming shows. And you've got a lot of them. I'm going to start with August 2nd at SeaWorld Orlando. And that is Bon Jovi. And it's at I'm going by
The
memory,
theater.
Bands, Brews, and Barbecue.
No. It's just I think so. It's
It's
like
going to
that
be in the
indoor theater. Yeah,
SeaWorld
Oh,
it's
you're going to be indoor.
theater.
the indoor theater. Yeah. You
Okay.
got to make sure you get your brother a ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that one because we've played that one before.
We played the outdoor theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he said though, we've played that.
Brews and barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I think, this July 4th celebration. That's what how they advertised it.
Well,
Yeah.
great. Well, great. Well,
Yes.
that's the one I'm going to try to make it down to Orlando. If I can't, Chuck will definitely be there, but go ahead and bring up, and you've got a
All right.
lot
Well,
on your
next week.
website, so.
Okay, next week. I'm going to tell you gigs you can go to. They're not private. So next week we're doing Journey at SeaWorld. Next Saturday night on the 12th.
Okay.
Then the 19th is another public show, right? Where are we the 19th?
That's the Daytona Beach Band Shell,
There we
Living
go.
on a
Yes.
Prayer.
And that's back to being Bon Jovi. Yeah, it's packed. It's just a
We're always
great
excited about that
festival.
one.
Yes. Then we're up to next week because I'm with Zeppelin, right? Then the following week, right, August 2nd, we're with
Living on a Prayer.
yeah, and then we have a week off because I'm going to New York, and then the 16th we're back at Daytona doing Journey, the band show.
Yep.
And by
Never
the way,
Stop
just
Believing.
I'm sorry to interrupt on this, but I got to mention Mike Murray, our guitar player in the Journey and Bon Jovi band, is also in the Led Zeppelin tribute
Yeah,
with
he's my boy.
Gary.
He's my boy.
So the opportunities abound,
Yeah.
and everybody is seizing them.
Great.
So I'll finish August. So the 23rd we're at the Riley Theater in
Ocala.
and then the 30th we're at the one
Athens
the
Theater.
land. Forget
Athens Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
theater, historic.
And then September's just crazy. We're far away. We got a bunch of things coming up that I'm not even gonna talk about because they're so far away.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
So
Cool.
yeah, that's it for July and August, which is
Well-
just great gigs that people can come see us.
Amazing.
And
number.
I tell you, well, our singer is we hired him 2 years ago. The guy is just every night he's unbelievable. Journey or Bon Jovi, just
Effortless. Stephen Allen is
Stephen
his name.
Allen is just
Right.
he's just incredible.
From Melbourne.
I mean, it's so hard to do that. So you're doing Bon Jovi first for 45 minutes, and then you're coming out and doing Stephen. Last night we said the owner wants us to do it different. They want us to open up a Journey. Is that a problem for you? It's like, yeah. It's, it's a problem because we've had other singers that I cannot do that. So it's just we're very blessed having a great singer. He's a great guy too.
Cool.
So that's what we got going
We
on.
were so lucky to find him,
Yeah.
and our drummer Steve Quinto is largely responsible for that find.
Yeah.
Great, great. Well, for my audience, I will definitely have links to the website so you can find all those shows.
Right.
When I kind of went down the road to start this journey, everybody told me that you should have some questions that you ask all of your interviewees, and so I have two of them, and these are kind of my final questions. But as when you're on stage in between songs, you only get like maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds to say something to the crowd. So I'm
Yeah.
giving you a minute or two. What would you say to the crowd if you had a little more time? And I'm giving you the time to do it right now.
I know you got plenty.
Oh, I do. I do. Listen, I feel when you're doing a tribute, you should tell them a little bit about the band. So like a simple thing with Journey, people don't realize this. So Greg Raleigh is the lead singer in Santana in 1969, right? And Neil Schon joins the band in 1970. He was 15.
15 years.
15 years old. He's in Santana. So Santana has all those hits. Help me out here. Evil Ways, Black Magic.
Oh yeah, Como
Oh yeah, Como.
Yeah.
They're huge, right? And those guys leave to start Journey in 1973. People don't know that. But I can't, to go through all that. I do once in a while, right? But I love people to know the history of them.
Yeah.
So like almost 2 years ago, just out of the blue, I look up some Journey history, and we were playing at this theater, and it was the anniversary of Steve Perry playing his first gig with Journey.
With Journey.
I wanted to tell people that night, but I couldn't get it out. We already had things scripted, what we are going to say, and I wanted to say, hey, this is the anniversary. It's the first night he played. I remember it was like October 23rd. So I always like to tell them a little bit about the band to teach them something too, because there's so many cool stories. So, all right, Bon Jovi. His name was Johnny Rocket. That was the name of the band, Johnny Rocket. And they said, we need something bigger. Hey, what about the last name, Bon Jovi? I mean,
another thing you like to
it's hard to get it out sometimes, though.
Is that we don't use tracks. We love to play
live. A lot of bands using tracks. Yeah. Come on, dude. Takes it out of it. Come on, practice. Sorry.
Cool.
So playing live definitely makes it fun.
It is, and we have to work on it.
Yes,
we
more work, but it's fun.
Yeah,
it is.
It's just the story. So if they were coming to see a tribute that band, I like to tell them a little bit more about it. I'm not going to tell them how much I practice and I was a nerd. I mean, who cares? It's about me trying to. This is how amazing this band is. Or they overcame this, but you don't have time. You don't really have time to teach them.
So my last question. Do you guys, and you might not because you're awfully busy, do you guys attend tribute band shows in your off time? And if so, what kind of shows do you go to?
Oh, I have a bunch of friends that are in tribute bands, like really good friends I'm originally from New York, and I got friends that moved here. Now they're into, they would call me up, I was the guy, I started the tribute to 2000, everybody calls me for advice, and I give them the advice, my one buddy, Frank Vester, he comes from New York, and he goes, I'm thinking about doing a Boston tribute. Do a Boston tribute. Oh, you could. And they got an excellent Boston tribute. But from there, they went to Styx and now Foreigner. So I like to go see them. There's a bunch of I have a buddy, Jimmy. He does a bunch of tributes. Like he has a Skinnerd. He has just a Southern rock with Allman Brothers. I love going to see that. And they're really good bands. So I like doing that. So
yeah, we all love to go see other tributes. Support them because they come and they support us. John Carlazzo from
John Carlazzo,
a beautiful guy.
Yeah,
comes and sees us, so we want to go see Kiss. His Kiss tribute.
Yeah,
wonderful. Those guys are great.
I forget about John. Yeah.
And
so we have a lot of friends in
so
there,
many great venues. And
how about the one we're doing tonight? So Clint Couture was our partner. He's an amazing guitar player. Another musician, plays everything.
Machine.
Right? Yeah. He was with the Journey band 12 years. but he joined the Van Halen, and the Van Halen's amazing.
Completely
Completely
unchanged.
unchanged. He's the bass player of the band now, so he's here tonight because they're opening up for the Zeppelin. So I get to see my buddy. And then Gene, I know Gene, who's the singer. I know him for 42 years. So that's another band I love to go see.
In fact, the first gig I did with these guys, he mentioned, was New Orleans.
Oh my God, that was a great
And we
show.
shared the stage with an AC/DC tribute,
Eagles.
tribute. We got to know all those guys, and whenever we're off and they're playing a show, we try to show up and support them.
Excellent.
Just like they do for us.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you sincerely for taking time out to talk to me today and join the channel. I am so looking forward to hear you guys play, and I'm excited about that. To my subscribers, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions for the channel or for Cam and Gary. I will make sure that we get those questions to them, and I'll get you some answers. And check out their website. And if you see they're coming anywhere close to you, this is one I would suggest you make the time to go see. And because I know I certainly am. And thank you so very much again. And Tribute Band Central.
Harlan, thanks for having us. What a pleasure.
All right, take care.
What a pleasure. Thanks.
Essential, Tribute Band Central. And it's nice to know both you and Chuck.
Yeah.
Thanks for introducing
And we'll
yourself.
get you tickets for those shit. Don't buy no tickets.